Hey guys, welcome to this new episode and quite a short one. But what I wanted to do in this particular video was give you some strategies that you can implement with all around nutrition. When it comes to nutrition at Strong Life Club, we are all about how can we support people to improve their knowledge for long-term strategies around nutrition and understanding around food to build better not just understanding, but relationships with food, and really start to understand that food shouldn't be something that is restricted, seen as good and bad foods, good days and bad days when you have foods, things that you need to completely stay away because they're bad. We want to move away from that. We're always looking at how can we help people more to understand this better, to get a more sustainable, long-term, life-changing understanding and knowledge around nutrition to support them and the people around them, their families, their friends, particularly children in a family environment. So, they are growing up in an environment where they see food as a positive, a supportive thing. And with that understanding and knowledge comes a lot of power and a whole range of ability to make it work better for you so you can still reach your health and fitness goals, whether that's losing body fat, changing your body composition, or whether that's recapturing your health, your vitality, your cognitive function, managing stress, improving sleep. All these things can be managed through and improved through good quality nutrition and strategies. So one that I'm going to go into today looks around basically what we can do if, let's say, and this happens because this is life we're talking about, when you have a day where things didn't go to plan. Your food didn't look how you wanted it to look. Your day was highly stressful at work. You weren't as prepped as you would like to have been with your nutrition. Or you had a weekend, you went away for the weekend and you enjoyed yourself. You ate a little bit more than you anticipated. Your quality of food may not have been great. And you know what? That's soup. That's fantastic. And I love it when my clients say to me, look, John, I had a bad day yesterday. I ate like this, didn't anticipate it, or they went away for the weekend or had a holiday. And they come back to me and they say, I just didn't eat really well. And like, these are great opportunities to learn from and what to do next. And understanding as well that these days happen, these weekends happen. We have high stressful days at work. We have high stressful days with the kids. We have holidays. They're part of life. This happens, but we've got to start changing the way that we look at nutrition, and what to do post these times, and understand that it's okay. It is okay. It's happened, but what do I do now to get myself back on track, feeling better? Okay. So the outcome of this presentation is what to do after you've had a poor day or weekend of eating without restricting and introducing an unhealthy diet or approach to nutrition. So that's what we're going to look at. That's the outcome for today. Okay. So it is important to remember, and I've touched on this, should I say. This is all a part of the journey. These days are going to happen. This is all going to happen at some point. It's what we do and how we see them and how we move forwards after them. Restriction isn't the way forward. So most people, after poor intake of food over a day or a weekend, long weekend, whatever it may be, they think, right, that's it. I've got to restrict, start some sort of diet, not eat for a day or something ridiculous like that, or really not, feed the body what it should be feeding and really restrict. It's not the way forwards, as you'll see in a moment. Allow your body to recover. Don't rush, okay, into taking action. So the flip side to that, people wake up the next day and the floodgates open. They're going to grab some poor quality food, might be takeaways, just poor quality food and as a whole, and then find themselves in this downward spiral. We've got to make sure that we're giving our bodies time and space. Our body recovers and gets back to a neutral place if we give it the time to breathe and to recover from what we have put it through. So it's important to that remember that. So these times are a part of the journey. They're normal. They're going to happen. Restriction isn't the key or the way forwards, and allowing your body to recover. Don't rush it into taking action. Don't think you've got to gobble more food down to try and recover from it and move on. It's not the way forwards. So first thing I wanted to cover is give your body time. Pushing that food that next day, pushing that food back into the day a little bit later, what it's going to do, it's going to give your body, particularly your gut and your large intestines, the opportunity to recover. You've fed it a lot of food, may have been poor quality food, you may have had some alcohol. Your gut is an amazing thing, and a lot of our health originates from that short-term health, long-term health, and our ability to go through day-to-day life all originates from the quality of how our gut is performing. Now, what we need to do is give our gut that time to replenish, to recover, and that microbiome, those good healthy bugs that are in our gut, to repopulate and get back to that good place that they want to be. And so just giving it that time to recover is going to give it that. And this can differ from person to person, but anything from like 14 hours, even 16 hours from that last bit of food the previous day is really going to allow your body to, recover and give it that breathing space that it needs to get back on its feet, particularly the gut health and your large intestines. Now, for most of my clients, they probably would fast throughout the night for 12 hours. But if you've had poor quality food and you want to recover, you might be giving it just a few more hours, 14, even 16 hours, depending on how you are feeling, is going to be really helpful for you. And while you're not eating in the mornings, just the main focus has got to be hydration. So sipping on water, might be some lemon water, just sipping on some water, staying hydrated. This is going to support that recovery phase and just getting your body physically and mentally back into the position it needs to be. But the first one is give your body time to recover. So what does that first meal look like? So I'm a big advocate for proteins, wide variety of proteins, fats, and fiber. So that breakfast, the breaking of the fast, whatever time that may be in the day, is you're going to get some protein source in there. So protein, it might be eggs, it might be chicken, turkey, fish, yogurt, whatever it may be. Get some protein in, get some fats in again. So this might be nuts, seeds, cooking oils, avocados, eggs, a whole host of different fats. And then fiber, getting some color in. So can we get some dark leafy greens in if it's vegetables? Can we get some berry-based fruit in if it is fruit that you're going down? But just get loads of color in. Protein, fats, and fiber. That's going to be helpful. It's going to support, again, going back to that gut health, feeding the body what it needs. Some good natural fats going in there, particularly dark leafy greens as well, is going to really add to that rejuvenating recovery process for the gut, the large intestines, and also cognitive function, getting that brain firing back up again where it needs to be, having recovered from those poor quality foods, and getting that protein in. I love to see protein as something that is an essential thing. It keeps muscle mass where it is, supports that. It helps you to recover, to stay active throughout your life. And also it's satiating. So you're going to feel fuller for longer as well. And that might be something that you're wanting at this point of the day. So why? Well, as I've just suggested, it's going to support your gut health, large intestines, regain mental clarity and focus. So if you're someone, you want to be performing at work and stuff, and you need to be moving on, you need to get things done, it's going to really help with your clarity and focus. It's going to manage glucose spikes. So what we don't want is these up and down, these energy spikes up and down. So if we were to get some sugar in through natural sources such as carbohydrates, fructose, even through certain fruits such as apples and bananas, then we're going to get these spikes. We don't need them. We don't want a glucose spike. We don't need our pancreas creating, insulin and all that kind of stuff. So we want to be managing your glucose spikes. So getting some proteins, fats, and fiber in is really going to support that and bring that energy up, and then support that into the day without you feeling, God, I've got no energy, I need more food. Lower insulin production to support energy. So we're not getting our pancreas to get to work and create more insulin. We are allowing it to recover, and just consuming the foods that are going to give us that supportive recovery that we need. And then moving forwards, what we want to be looking at in terms of food and getting back on track and feeling ourselves again, high veg intake, so particularly dark leafy greens. So whenever you're creating a breakfast, a lunch, an evening meal, then you want to be making sure that you've got 4 or 5 at least different colors on the plate if you can. Particularly dark leafy greens, it's going to be great for restorative and getting you back to health. Natural fats from fish, eggs, olive oil is going to be really helpful. Almonds, seeds, some good natural fats in there. And then, as I said before, berry-based fruit, getting some great vitamins, minerals in there to support rejuvenating process from the gut to the brain. Include protein to support hunger. As I said, it's going to be filling, satiating, and it's going to be, protein is supportive. So that, in a nutshell, it really is how we want to be creating a structure post getting back on track. If you are going to consume carbohydrates, not that there's anything wrong with carbohydrates, there might be something you want to bring in latter part of the day when you've given your body that rest time recovery, you've fed it some good natural fats, proteins, and fiber, and now lots of color as well. And now you want to start thinking about bringing some carbohydrates in. And again, this will then support you to getting a good rest, good night's sleep towards the latter part of the day. So that will be a good time when to bring those carbohydrates in. So guys, hope that has been helpful, something to think about. If you're trying to get back on track, what does that day look like post long weekend, holiday, poor choices around food the previous day? Hope it's been helpful. If you need any more help and support around this, then as always, drop us a comment, get in contact. I'd love to help, see where you're currently at with your health, fitness, and well-being.